Hey, it is Smooth Tim and Larry E, and thank you for dropping in with us on another hump day on the Tim's Tidbits show. And hey, I see it's storming down there in Texas, huh?
No, it's hot.
It's hot. What? I saw that too, like 105 degrees.
Look at my skin color, bro. If you look at the other shows, I'm a lot lighter.
You were
than
white.
I am
Yeah,
now.
you were white last show.
I work outside. I'm brown, baby. Cuban.
Yeah, I heard it was hot, but I thought you guys had some storms roll through there.
We had something. It was something yesterday, the day before, but it's fast. It was like, get out.
Fast, get in and get out.
It was in and out. It was like a bad sexual experience. It's quick.
One you want to like? Okay, I never had one.
Ladies understand what I'm talking about.
Anyhow, yeah, I see it's going through the South now, Alabama and over into Mississippi. So hey, good luck to all y'all, so that those tornadoes don't hit you. Best of luck. Anyhow, hey, let's see what the hell is going on for tonight's show, Larry. Anyhow, UFOs in Vegas. Yeah, that's apparently what I said. Apparently now, according to sources, they got it. They may have a gambling addiction. Who knows? You don't know about aliens, but this guy swears to God they got it on video cam or whatever, their doorbell cam shit, right? And he's going to describe it to the T for us.
Last night, we brought you a story out of Vegas that made us even more curious. When responding to a 911 call in late April, police body cam footage picked up this strange object falling from the sky. Neither cops or eyewitnesses had any idea what the little green flashing triangle was. But it's not just what people saw, it's also what they heard. Listen to this audio picked up by a witness. It says this came from a neighborhood Ring doorbell cam. What was that? And now listen to this eyewitness explain what happened next.
I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around. The only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky. And moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact. It was sort of like a shock wave, like an out-of-body experience. So to say, when I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry, not my vision, but only the backyard area. And I hear thousands of footsteps around me.
So it wasn't just footsteps he heard. This kid says he witnessed an alien invasion.
The only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin. He was a gray-greenish color. And when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. He has a weird-looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. And I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving. He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again.
Did aliens touch down in Vegas? Or are we getting punked?
The focus on rooms.
I thought he was describing Shaq.
It was some mushrooms.
He said about 8 foot tall, kind of greenish gray.
Yeah, I remember when they saw the UFO thing, but then he started saying the alien was in his backyard.
I thought Shaq was in L.A.
Why your backyard, bro?
Anyhow, yeah, I mean, hey, who knows?
I don't think we're the only people in the universe.
I don't think we're the only people in the universe. And I mean, you know, they've had, what do they call them now? Unexplained aerial phenomena.
Yeah, but
they got some new name they call them now. But in any regard,
the problem is where is it? We got all these phenomena and all these sightings, and we ain't nothing popped off.
let's put it put it into a perspective. If you were the government and a alien ship crashed, right, and would you let the public know, or would you think that would just induce mass hysteria, mass panic? Oh my God, we're being invaded, just like in H.G. Wells stuff, right? Or, how would you handle it?
For one thing, you got to be an idiot to think that you're the only humans or whatever in this universe. So eventually, something is going to cross space. We've already been in space. Other things have been in space. So we're not the only things here. And why would the government want to hide it anyway? For what? For its technology?
Either that, they could be for, technology, for whatever country may have recovered the object, and look at the science that's in behind the aircraft. Again, I would allude to the fact that if people knew, they'd go crazy.
People are crazy now. What are they going to go buy more guns? Shoot up more schools? What can they do that's already hasn't been done yet? They're already crazy.
Yeah, what can they do that hasn't been done?
Hey, man, they're already crazy in the back of a hot ass U-Hauls and shit.
You got me with, I can't say a damn thing to that.
In the woods, dressed in black, shooting at trees.
But I don't know. No, I have to agree with you. I'm not naive enough to sit there and say that, we are the only living life in the universe. But I mean, I
think if the government did find something, they're going to keep us stupid. I don't think they're worried about us going crazy.
They do that all the time anyhow, right?
Yeah, they want to keep us dumb and uninformed. That's the whole point of the government. So we keep us as puppets and as our little pets. Because if we know too much, then we're going to do too much. And then why do we need a government?
If we could self-govern ourselves?
Yeah, you don't want nobody thinking for themselves. You don't want your employees thinking for themselves. You don't want
I don't want some people thinking for themselves, Larry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you sure don't want the intelligent ones thinking for themselves, and the real leaders and the ones that really can organize and put stuff together and build and create something new, like Black Wall Street or any other kind of organization in the world that's been prosperous and that's very successful financial and economic wise. The government doesn't want that. The government wants to be in charge of all that. So that's why they had the Civil War, to shut all that shit down. In America, of course.
Squash it. Hey, you know what? Speaking of, squash and such and abuse of power and all that stuff, I came across this one and I thought you might be interested. I called it a license to speed. And apparently, this guy, for whatever particular reason, thinks he should be able to get away with it.
You gonna pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over.
The tables are turned. An Orlando, Florida police officer is pulled over for allegedly speeding.
3113 to 313.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, where are you going to work?
What does it look like I am dressed for? What does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050.
But then a twist. The officer gets back in the car and takes off.
10-4, I got a city, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be X-Ray Foxtrot 6207, XF 6207. You refuse to stop.
The officer now faces charges including fleeing a law enforcement officer, reckless driving, speeding, and resisting arrest. He has been relieved of duty per the Orlando Police Department pending investigation.
He got what he deserved. I mean, you know what? And we've all seen it, right? Cops flying down the road for no purpose whatsoever other than they can get away with it.
It was late. He was like, you know what? I'm fucking late.
Yeah, I got to punch in. I'm late. The boss told me last week, I'm tired of you coming in late all the time. I got to do 80 and a 45.
I put my cop on. Shit, I probably would have did it too. I wouldn't have been that much of an asshole though.
You imagine though? I mean, think about that. Anything above 20 miles an hour over is at 25 over. They consider like reckless operation, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
they give you a break with 5 miles. They give you 5 miles, so you just take 5 miles over.
He's 35 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Guaranteed ticket.
That's a guaranteed ticket.
Reason. Yeah, no apparent reason. It's just
And to sit there and say, what are you doing, my man? Leave me alone. And another fellow, I got to commend the guy that pulled him over because he was a fellow Orlando PD, right? He just figured that don't make any difference. The law is the law.
that's true.
And it'd be interesting to see. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I've been in the business for a while. I know that, sometimes they will exercise, stupidity and breaking the speed limit just because I'm in a marked vehicle or whatever the case is.
That's true.
Don't make it right.
I probably would have did that too if I was a police officer.
What's
On
that?
both sides. Both sides.
You think you would have? You think you can relate to both sides?
No, I would have. If I would have got stopped, I would have stopped and like, damn, okay, you're right. But then again, if I saw an officer doing that, I probably would have said, hey, man, slow down, bro. What are you speeding for?
Yeah, I think, because he made an attempt to stop him, and then he had to make an attempt to stop him again, and then the guy blew him a bunch of BS when he did stop him. And he could, as you said, you're right.
I was starting to be like, hey, my bad, man.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yep, instead of accepting a little bit of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, he throws it back on the guy like, what are you doing?
He's like, man, I'm a cop, dude. Raise up, baby. Show me some blood. The guy was like, nah, not today, homie. Foxtrot 78 V86 set 889, whatever. It's 313-6. Get him. He said, oh, we got him.
I thought for a second, I said, damn, man, Larry memorized that shit too.
Yeah, I was listening. You got to use them Fox military stuff. Foxtrot, Alpha, Delta. I said, oh,
Hey, just another way that sometimes these government officials, and we got something going on in Toledo here where some city council got themselves jammed up for like approving some internet cafe stuff. You know what I'm talking about? You know what internet cafes are, right? Where you can go drop your quarter in there and make some money maybe, but you're not supposed to type stuff. So apparently, yeah. And he took a little bit under the table and got.
And those politicians are dirty.
Oh yeah,
They all are.
In one way or the other. In one way or the other, yeah. They are not 100% clean.
I'm saying dirty. I'm saying that they might have the suit on and look squeaky clean and have all this power when it comes to legislative side and executive side and all that. But at the end of the day, they're still humans. And one guy, I forgot where it was. I'm gonna pull it back up, but he was saying that 200 and some odd of these people have something. Then he said they're politicians or something. I was like, damn, I thought it was talking about regular people.
Oh, people with some type of criminal history, even though they're into politics.
Yes, he repeated all of them, said bad credit, everything. I was like, golly.
Well, I can see a lot of them. Well, I mean, look at that. Well, who is it? Santos. George, I mean, he can't even tell you what his real name is, and that he was a stripper, wasn't a stripper, was cross-dressing? I don't know what he was.
Yeah, and the guys in the Miami, is that Miami, the Miami governor?
What's that? Oh, you're talking about DeSantis from Miami or Florida governor.
Yeah, the black people are trying to boycott him now.
That's unbelievable too. Yeah, I see the NCAA put out a travel warning for Florida because they consider it to be
what I'm talking about.
Hostile.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They say, hey, stay away from that dude. He said he's ramping it up now.
Yeah, well, hey, speaking of ramping up and stupidity, I like stupidity. Stupidity is one of my favorite subjects. And speaking of stupidity, it makes us look smart. Let's go into death in Yellowstone and how easy it is to kill yourself.
What in the world was she thinking? This woman in shorts is risking a lot as she poses for a selfie at Yellowstone National Park with a giant bison. Watch as she snaps a bunch of photos of herself with the beast. She's very lucky the bison is in chill mode and didn't attack her. But that wasn't the case when this woman tries to pet another bison and quickly gets the scare of her life. Her friends are about to take a photo when the beast lunges. She flees and takes a stumble, but she's very lucky the bison didn't charge her. She could have been gored.
A bison can grow to be 2,000 pounds. It can run 35 miles an hour. This is not something you just go in there and, smile and take a picture with.
And what is this guy doing holding a baby bison? Well, he spotted the calf lagging behind the herd and decides to help it catch up. But that's a big no-no. Yellowstone rules prohibit visitors from getting within 75 feet of wildlife. The calf had to be euthanized after the herd repeatedly rejected it.
People touching and handling bison, we actually are transferring our scent onto the coats of those calves and babies. They don't want to accept that animal back into the herd because it smells like a threat.
So, as summer gets into full swing, a reminder: stay away from the wild animals.
Leave the door open.
I know you said white people, right?
Boy, I said I better not see no damn brother or sister.
I know what was on your
I
mind.
better not see one of them, because I'm going to let them have it.
I mean, you know, you got
White
a
people,
like
listen,
2,000-pound animal, right? A top end sprinter could do like 25. So we might be able to do 15 at our best. That thing's gonna gore us and kill us so damn fast. I mean, what are you thinking, man? And then chasing the bear, that guy really tripped me out.
I was waiting for another big ass bear to come out there and maul the shit out of him.
Wouldn't that have been funnier in hell?
That would have been hilarious.
Bear
Then
comes
got
out
messed
and,
up.
"Yeah, you messing with my cub?" Beat
And
his
then
ass.
Euthanized the other bison because an idiot